Howdy, this is Lemmy with RevZilla TV, here to talk to you today about Roland Sands Fork Tube covers for Harley. They're forking awesome! You should be looking into a set of Roland Sands Fork Tube covers if you're looking for style points. These things have absolutely no functional aspect whatsoever, but they sure do look cool. These are being made for 39 and 49 millimeter front ends. I expect to see these primarily on the front ends of Sportsters and Dynas. Installation on these is either 1 or 2 beards on our 3-beard BSD, our beard scale of difficulty. Depends how you're going to attack the installation. We'll get into that in just a moment. So moving right into things, these are finely crafted fork tube covers. These things are machined from aluminum, made right here in the USA. You can see here I'm holding the Black Ops finish in my hand, sort of a matte finish. And you can see there's some gloss areas in here to contrast that. And then there's also, there are other finishes available. You can see here Contrast Cut is a gloss black finish, and then there's some remachined areas here that just pop a little bit. So just so we're all on the same page, a fork tube cover is going to cover your fork tubes. Surprise, surprise. Specifically, this is going to cover the area in between your triple trees. This is meant to beautify that area of your bike. So these are pretty decently designed. They're very nicely made out of aluminum, and you can see here too, these O-rings are included. So what these do is sit in this funneled top and bottom piece, and what they do is prevent these things from rattling around as you're going down the road. So once you get these things on here and they're installed correctly with the O-rings, you have a nice looking fork tube cover that won't rattle, won't buzz. It's just going to look beautiful. It's going to make your fork tubes look nice. Now in terms of installation, I had mentioned 1 or 2 beards. So Roland Sands has you install this thing by pulling the top triple clamp off, sliding your O-ring and then your fork tube cover and then the top O-ring on top, and then putting everything back together after you've done both sides. I don't think it's a bad way to attack it, but when I looked at this, I would attack this job just a little bit differently. I would probably throw a jack underneath the bike, lift it up, and slide the fork tubes out of the triples and attack it from the bottom, so I wasn't dealing with the bars and the top clamp being off and possibly risking stretching wiring or cables. Either way is a valid way of doing it. I would say their way of installation probably qualifies as a 1-bearder. Probably takes a little bit longer, but you don't need any way to get your bike in the air. My method of installation probably would knock on the door of a 2-beard installation simply because you would need a jack or some other way to get that thing up, but it might save you a little bit of time, and it certainly would save you from possibly getting hairy with your cables or your wiring or such. These are a pretty cool item. I don't know that I'm going to run a set on my bike, but they definitely look nice, and they're going to look great on the right type of bike. My opinion is not the only one that matters though. Click below, learn a little bit more about the fork tube covers, read some rider reviews, see if these might work out for you on your bike. If you have a question about fitment or maybe something I didn't get to, get a hold of one of our gear geeks. See us at RevZilla.com, or you can always get one live on the horn, 877-792-9455. I'm Lemmy, I'm out of here.